Gab, what's up?
This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices.
I just realized every time you hit that stupid button, it goes on. So I'm just looking around here like a complete idiot. And I go, okay, start the cover, and then forget it. Forget it. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not thinking too well. Good morning. How am I doing? I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck this morning. Today is a very telling day because pretty much today everything will kind of know where we're at as far as things. Number one, the auction ends tomorrow at 8 a.m. So we'll see where that is. I'll update that in a minute. Why the heck is this so cloudy? Hold on here. Do I have... Okay. Hold on, the camera's going to get weird for a second. Okay. Huh, there we go. Holy cow. I swear. Most unprofessional thing ever. So, listen to this day and tell me if this goes really well. Hold on, I'm going to look at the schedule today. And I usually don't get worked up over sports stuff. But to be honest with you. Okay, so what do we got here? Schedule. There we go. Let's go. Okay. 11:30 today. Arsenal versus Man United. Okay. We're trying to claw our way into the table here to get the Champions League. We are 1 point behind, and we got to face Arsenal. Liverpool already lost. Okay. Anybody else behind us to really worry about? No, all we got to do is just win. We're not going to beat Arsenal. Okay. Let's go to the other thing. Then in hockey, my beloved choking, unbelievable, Boston keeps winning. I hate Boston too. I hate Boston more than life itself sometimes. Senators lost. The Lightning lost. The Red Wings won. The Panthers won. Okay, so standings. So we keep on dropping in the standings because we've lost 3 in a row. Okay, so today we got a game at 1:30. Okay, 1:30. And we're 5 points, 6 points out of a playoff spot. And today we have the Colorado Avalanche, who have only lost 6 times the entire season. One of those times was from us in overtime. But today's that day. And then, to see who's going to go to the Super Bowl, we have the Seattle Seahawks playing a team I really didn't want to see again, ever again. And then that is the Rams. And I think we're going to get killed. I really do. Uniforms for the champion. Okay, what uniforms are we wearing? We should wear our traditional navy blues. Yep. Ugh. White jersey, royal pants, with a spot in the Super Bowl on the line. The Rams are undefeated in that look this season. Of course. What else would you expect? So, it doesn't look good. So, it could be a really bad day. And then tomorrow, I've got to just kind of go to work and try to not avoid any kind of news for the entire day because I'll just upset myself. And I'm not one of these sports fanatics that goes crazy, but I do love the Maple Leafs. I love to follow them. I know we're not good. I know, we're never going to win anything. No problem. But, when you're so close, and after that year that we lost the Super Bowl because of a stupid decision, because I never thought Pete Carroll was a great coach, but he did get me a Super Bowl. I just want that one more before that kind of redemption before, I take my dirt nap. That's all I want. And I think this is the closest we'll ever get. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Could be a very long and bad day. There you go. So that's what's going on with me. I want to throw up today. I've been agonizing all weekend. Right, Gab? Yeah. Hopefully we'll catch a bit of a break. Maybe we'll split something. But if we lose all three, which more than likely is going to happen because Man United is not going to beat Arsenal. The Maple Leafs aren't going to win today against the Avalanche. We are, and I, everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be a close game. Could be Seattle. Some are saying the Rams, which is good. I want to hear that. But I got a feeling there's a blowout. I got a feeling this is not going to be a very good game, as everybody's hoping for. Which is okay because I don't even think I can sit and watch it with my blood pressure the way it is. So I'm just going to kind of sit back. I follow this guy on YouTube, Football Nation. He's such a good guy. He's got such a good heart. You got the Tom Grocery Ghost, the Packer fan there, and some other guys that do it. But this guy always wears a shirt and a tie. Very well spoken. Former bartender. Channel's really coming up. It's Football Nation. He also does soccer and stuff like that. So sometimes I just like to sit and listen to him instead of trying to watch it. I do that a lot with hockey. I'll listen to Steve Dangle and Adam Wilde. They'll do play-by-play, and then everybody will just razz them to death because we just know how the game's going to turn out. Oh, we're up 2-0. Okay, where do we start giving it back? That kind of stuff. All the things that go through in your head. But we'll see. I don't want to sound like a defeatist, which I do sound that way, but I just know how these things play out. Everything's fixed anyways. I'm just hoping that the bookies want to see the Seahawks in the thing. Because there's just too much weird stuff. The minute you legalize something, it opens the door to real big corruption. Okay? Back in the day, the mafia used to, slip a guy this, that, and the other during the season, but they kind of let him play in the playoffs, believe it or not. You didn't have these crazy upsets and all these weird things that went on. But, we'll see. All right, let's run down the auction that ends tomorrow. Remember, if you want to bid, it's novaprime860@hotmail.com. This isn't doing too great, but, it is what it is. The comic book lot, Yoda, thank you. He bid on it. It's $300. Lot number 2, which I cannot believe that does not have a bid on it because all that stuff is really, really, really good. That's the Plum Island, the baseball highlights, the Nobi Nobi, which is $60. The There and Back, which is the Lord of the Rings roll and write game. I threw in some book games. The thing's pretty well stocked. No bids. Nothing. Our camera, which is $1,000, okay? But we have a bid of $300. Gonna take a big loss on that. That's okay. We're looking to it's a digital camera. We'll figure we're looking to upgrade some other things and stuff like that. So there you go. The box of miscellaneous things, which I'm going out into the shed, and I know I got a tote full of just all kinds of bits and parts. I'm going to add more to it. Tim bid on it, and it's at $200, and I'm thankful for Tim. Thank you, because it gets a lot of. I have miscellaneous this, that, and the other expansions. I put a game in there, a really cool golf game in there. There are a bunch of miniatures. It's just mishmash everything, and it's kind of like you could probably resell it for 3 times the amount of what it's going to be one for, and still have some stuff to keep out of it. That's the way I see it. A monster says, I disagree. I think McDonald will dial up some serious defense. I don't know. We gave up, over 500 yards the last time we played this team, and somehow we figured a way to squeak out a win, which doesn't even make sense. With 3 2-point conversions, that kind of luck doesn't happen again. And they were missing one of their big receivers, and we lost a running back. So I think it's really kind of going to be lopsided. But it was a great season. I'm just going to keep it that in my head. Lot number 5, the giant controller, which are really, really expensive, and you can use them for just about anything. Then there's another controller in there that you can use with the Switch, and then the book. And I think I'm going to throw a PlayStation game in there too, or two, and an Xbox game maybe. I don't know. That video game lot has 0 bits. The wargaming lot, which is my boy Phoenix, always coming through, always doing it right. That is at $250. The Death May Die is at $450. Thank you, Dawn. And then the mystery lot is only at $200. But we got a lot of good stuff going in there. So there you go. That's where we're at. We still have a couple lots that have no bids. And a lot of stuff is really kind of reachable, to be honest with you. So Wednesday at 7 a.m. To install this update, you need to free up more storage space. Oh, shut up. These stupid alerts. Maybe I don't want the update. Official report, outbreak of deadly Nipah virus, which has no cure. Awesome. They're always finding something. Doomsday Glacier is melting. These cities are in danger. No, what? I mean, do you believe anything anymore? Do you? I don't know. John Shepard. Hi, Rob. I was really happy for you last week when you beat Man City. Yeah, that was a big deal. That was a big deal. Winter storm warning. These conditions are expected to last till 1 p.m. Monday. Oh, this is New York. I mean, look at that. That's some snow coming down. They've got some issues up there. I was checking. It's 14 degrees on top of it. Orlando 65. It's going to get up to 85. Okay, let me find out what's going on today. Okay, so this week we've got 84 today, 69 tomorrow, 54 on Tuesday, 58 on Wednesday, 60 on Thursday, 62, 51, 50, 54, and then 60 the following Tuesday. That's my kind of weather. Alright? Good way to kind of keep things nice. It's supposed to be 28 overnight on Sunday, 29 on Monday. Okay. That ain't too good, man. So I'm going out to a giant tote that has a ton of miscellaneous stuff. So I'm gonna add a whole bunch of stuff to all these lots. I'm just gonna stuff boxes because not only do I I need to clean, get stuff out of here. But we are trying to get to the finish line here. Let's read. Let's see. What do we got? Good morning, Rob. How are you? I'm doing all right. Monster says, "Good morning." GIR says, "Hey, Rob. Hope all is well." I'm a wreck today, but and I got my grandson's birthday today, right? And I got to finish boxing up stuff too. Ay, 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 ay. What a day. What a day. Gonna be a little busy today. So it ends at 8 o'clock in the morning. So probably by the end of the day or midday, you'll get a email saying whether you won or not. NovaPrime860 at hotmail.com if you want to bid. You can get a hold of us. And please put your address, what lot you're going to bid on, and we'll go from there. I'm looking for something on this phone here. Where the hell is it? Jeez. Trying to see if I have to. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, so where are we at? How close are we? That. And that. Whoa. Jeez. Okay. Alright. Yes, I'm from Sutherland, UK. We got hit with a blizzard 2 weeks ago. Snow lasted about a week, but it has been around freezing for a month. Wow. Yeah, it's been a cold winter. I'm just hoping it's not going to be another brutal summer. Oh, dear God, no. Let's not do that. It was so hot this summer. So last night I took the dogs out, right? And it's that weird season that we run into where all the animals start moving because it's coming into February and things start kind of waking up around here. Our spring is usually kind of like February, March. And I'm out with the dogs and because we've heard that my daughter was out in their backyard the other night and she's sitting out there with her friend. And all of a sudden, while she's sitting there, over the giant fence, jump two coyotes. They look at her. They just run in a circle. And then they jump and go into the pasture. And then they run all the way through and jump out and then just kind of take off. So we're on coyote alert. Now, they're not going to bother the cows. The cows are too big. Okay? But when you take your dogs out, you got to be careful because if there's a pack of coyotes, they will come after them. Plus, they are going to be looking to try to get into the chicken coop, which we have pretty much secured. Okay, not a problem, right? Last night, take the dogs out, and I always go out because I'll throw myself in front of a coyote before I let these dogs get hurt. I don't care. It'll be a good death. You know what I mean? It'll be a good way to die. Fighting a bear, nobody wants to die a straw death. Not in my world. So, I'm sitting there, getting everything, following them around, and then I have one of these handheld, really powerful LED flashlights, and I point over, and I see two eyes on top of the chicken coop. I said, uh-oh. I push all the dogs into the lanai, close the door, and then I do the walk. And I said, all right, let me go up there, see what's trying to get into the chicken coop. It sees me, it takes off. It was on the roof, so there was no way it can get in, but it was kind of sizing things up. Then I run it along. I go up to the fence, and I run it along the pasture. and all you see is eyes, eyes, eyes. They were raccoons, I think. But you're like, phew, this is worse than when I go fishing at night and you shine the light onto the lake and you see nothing but alligator eyes. Oh boy, oh boy. So how long have we been on? Because I don't want to make this terribly long today. Got my grandson's birthday today, so that ought to be pretty good. The little fella. Oh, we've been going on 20 minutes, so I'll go about another 10. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Little fella. Was that what I think it is? Oh, I hope so. Because I think I'll throw some SOB stuff in there. That'd be cool. I'll make room. Sorry, talking to myself. Yeah, so we got his birthday at a bowling alley today. That's at 12:30. So we'll do that for a couple hours. Have some pizza and then come home. And then I think I'll play video games with him and stuff like that. Just try to keep my mind off things. And stuff like that. We're in the middle of Animal Crossing and Let's Go Pikachu. But my granddaughter loves to play Mario Party. That's her big thing now. What are you doing, you kook? John, yeah, I grew up on a farm. I used to always walk around with a shotgun as even though I'm from the UK, it was a rural environment and you never knew what was roaming around. No, you never knew. And, you know, we're very rural. We're out in the sticks. Love it out here. We love it out here. I'm telling you. We just no other way. But I'm hoping to get everything kind of wrapped up today, tomorrow. I'm going to run down to Best Buy on Wednesday. I'm going to take Friday off. I've got doctor's appointments. But after that, I'm going to do some work out here. And then we're going to, in that first week of February, which is next Sunday, we're going to start the process of just trying to upgrade and do the best we can with the channel. We've got all kinds of really neat things I want to do and stuff like that, so I'm really looking forward to making those things shine. So there you go. I think that's about all I've got, to be honest with you. Unless I can think. Oh, let's run down the list one more time. Yeah, we're at 23 minutes. Unless you guys got some questions while after I run this down, that I'll answer them. Lot number 1, comic book lot. Yoda always coming through 300 because he knows what he's getting. I've put some books in there that are worth some money. I believe him or Rhonda ended up getting Absolute Batman 1, and it's worth like a ton right now. And it's the first printing, which I'm happy for. You know, I just read them. I don't worry about how much, unless it's my old Silver Age stuff. That I don't part with. That is college funds for the grandkids. Maybe. We'll see. Comic book, the comic book lot's at 300. Thank you, Yoda. You always come through. You are a beautiful man. KO. Lot number 2. Plum Island, Baseball Highlights, Nobi Nobi, There and Back, and some other stuff I stuffed in there. No bids. None. 0. The Sony digital camera, which is the A6500. Phoenix, with a whole bunch of extras. Phoenix has that at 300. Congratulations, my dear friend. Lot number 4, miscellaneous lot, which I keep adding stuff to. This thing's going to weigh a ton. Tim has that at 200. The video game lot has nothing with that really, really fantastic arcade stick and everything. Really, really, really good stuff. I think you'll really like that. That is at 0. That has no bids. Wargaming lot, Phoenix, my man, has that at $250. The Death May Die, Black Plague. Death May Die is pretty much painted, is at $450. Thank you, Dawn. And then our mystery lot is at $200. I thought I found something else for Cthulhu Death May Die. I'm going to have to put it in the box. Make sure I put it in there. Mystery lot is at $200. So there you go. That's the rundown. Get a hold of me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. It ends tomorrow at 8 a.m. If somebody outbid somebody late, I will make sure and promise you that I will contact you and give you one final chance. If you get outbid, I'll let you know as well. So there you go. I've been pretty proactive, painting up nearly a full German bolt-action army in about a week. Nice, John. Nice. You know what I found? I've got to break out. There's a few games I got to break out that I'm looking forward to tangling once we get everything all kind of cleared out here, which would be kind of cool. And we got Apex in the back that I want to take a look at. I've got Kinfire Council that I'm on the fence about. Apex, I'm waiting for the solo variant thing to hit Miniature Market so I can get that. Boy, just a lot of this and that. What can I tell you? What's this? Is there anything in here? Garbage. Gotta clean. Gotta clean. Gotta clean. What can I tell you? All right, my dear friends. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. I hope my Sunday is not a disaster. Okay? I hope I stay in your thoughts, my dear friends, as I traverse this awful, awful, awful day. And I hope it isn't a Greek tragedy. I really don't. I hope I catch a little bit of, just go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. That's all I gotta say. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Dial it up. Let's go. Nice to see you. I'm off to Wargaming Trade Show. Ooh, next Sunday. Nice. I like going to those trade shows. I love going to Wargaming trade shows. Matter of fact, I think there's a February Recon is coming up. I may try to go down. I don't know. We'll see. With that said, I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. And as always, until next time, it's your pal Rob. And we'll see you soon. I'll see you, next time I see you live is next Sunday. And hopefully, after today, I don't end up in rehab or something. Who knows? We'll see you later, everybody. Have a great day.
This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.